Hey there. Welcome to the Credit Card News live stream. I'm your host, Cal Barton, and we're just going to take a review, a look at this week in credit card news. All right, so we're just going to jump right into the first story. All right. Let me get rid of this color grade here. A little better. All right, so there's some big changes coming to the Citi Double Cash Card. On March 28th, we're getting no minimum redemption limit. So previously, this card would have a minimum redemption of $25. So now there's no redemption limit. You can redeem as little as $1. It will earn thank you points instead of cash back. You'll continue to have the option to redeem rewards as cash back at the same rate, but you'll also have access to other Citi thank you redemption options, including gift cards, flights, and hotels. All right, so me personally, I've had the Citi Double Cash for a few years now. I want to say like 3 years. And I have about $18.22 left to redeem, and it's been sitting there for months. And so I haven't been using the card because I primarily use the SoFi credit card, which is in my opinion, a much better 2% cashback card. And so I haven't been able to extract that money that I earned. So this is going to go into effect in March 28th. And so then I'll be able to get my $18 out of there. So I love that they're making this change. It's really bringing themselves up to date with the competition. So they need to bring the card all the way up to speed and remove the 3% foreign transaction fee and add a cash intro bonus. So you're still going to have a 3% foreign transaction fee with this card. So anytime you're going to Mexico or you're going to Europe, you have to put this card away because you're going to be accruing 3% fees on every purchase. So you want to be aware of that. A lot of cards, about 60% of the cards on the market, you have to worry about that. So another thing that they could add is an intro bonus. And this card comes with like a 0%. It comes with a 0% introductory interest rate for about 18 months. That's a good thing, but I would much prefer an intro bonus of $200 or more, like other cashback card, no annual fee cashback cards come with. That would be a better deal. So I want to know if anybody in the comments, do you have any Citi credit cards on your list to get this year? I know a lot of you want to apply for new cards in addition to raising your credit limits. And so I know it's a big deal. Are there any Citi credit cards that you want today? Is it, and I got two of my main options, the Citi Double Cash, which is a good flat 2% card, and the Custom Cash, which gives you 5% back in your top spending category. That's been a really popular Citi card. And I just got that over the holidays. And that's I'm using that primarily for groceries at this point. So that's 5% back on $500 per month. The limit is $500. All right, let's get to the next story here. All right, so I spoke about this before. The B&H Photo Paybu card. They found a new credit card issuer. The Paybu card is back with Comenity as the card issuer. You still instantly get refunded for the sales tax at checkout. They added a buy now pay later feature called special financing. That's pretty typical. You know, the Amazon store card has that, where you can finance it and then pay over 6 months to 24 months. They sell most electronics at B&H. They sell a lot of electronics with a strong focus on photo and video equipment. So with this news, I'm so happy they decided to keep offering the card. You know, I told you before, I was upset that they canceled this card late last year. They sent out an email in December saying that they're shutting the card down. And so I'm still a little upset because I did build up a pretty decent credit limit. I think it was around 9,000 available credit at the time, and they're completely getting rid of it. So I was able to qualify for this card, but it was at a much lower credit limit of just under $2,000. So as you can see, based on my location, which is in New York, I'll be saving 8.6% on every single purchase up front. So that's not, you know, there's no waiting for a day or a month. Typically it's 30 days to earn that cash back and redeem it. You just save at the point of sale, which is a really big deal because for one, you don't have to wait that period of time, but you don't have to initiate a transaction. You don't have to initiate or trigger any sort of process to get the rewards that you earned. So you just save immediately. I love that. All right, let's move on to the next here. All right, so we have a company called Enzo lets you earn 1.5% on rent payments. This hasn't been done before. Actually, it has been done before with the Built card, which you probably don't know about. It's pretty new. This is pretty new stuff. It's a new fintech startup, and they will offer a high yield checking, cashback financing, financial planning, and active investing accounts. You'll earn 10% cashback on Uber, 5% on DoorDash, 1.5% on rent, and that's limited to $65 per calendar month and $500 per calendar year. And you get unlimited 1.25% cashback on every single other purchase. This does seem too good to be true. And usually with deals like this, it's for a limited time. I've seen with other like checking accounts and savings accounts for online, they try to grow fast. So they're going to have these introductory features and cashback rates, and they'll eventually phase that out after they got you to sign on. So now they got you in their ecosystem, then they can just kind of pull the rug out and say, hey, we're lowering the offering, the rewards that we're giving you. So I say this is the holy grail for cash back. If you can earn cash back on your rent or mortgage, that's your largest expense, and that's a really big deal. So either way, I love to see fresh new ideas and business models. You know, this is really good for me because it's something else to talk about, and there's always some new offer that potentially could be more competitive and better for the consumer. All right, let's move on to the next story. We have Chase, Instacart, and Mastercard announce a partnership to launch a new credit card. All right. So Instacart is a food delivery service. This would be a co-branded card with Chase as the card issuer and Mastercard as the payment network. The card will allow consumers to earn accelerated points on purchases across the Instacart marketplace, which today includes more than 700 national, regional, and local grocery stores and retailers. It's launching this year. This will definitely include Instacart Express, which is a $10 value. I've used Instacart service before. I've had a decent experience. Chase is currently offering some perks with Instacart on some of their premium cards, and it looks like that partnership was just a trial run. So I've seen this time and time again where they'll start off at a low level and just offer it as a feature of a card, and then they'll expand it. Now they'll take that feature and make it part of an actual a dedicated card. And then this situation is for Instacart. All right, so Chase adds new streaming services for the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I know a lot of you, a lot of my audience has cashback cards and focused on that, but I know some of you really like the Chase trifecta and those travel rewards cards with an annual fee attached. So if you have a Sapphire Preferred, you're going to get access to Apple TV, HBO Max, Paramount, Peacock, Showtime, and YouTube Premium. So before now, you weren't earning the 3x points on those specific streaming services. Now you'll be able to earn, that added bonus rate. And that's going to go into effect. Actually, it went into effect on the 17th of this month. So I would say the only thing that I personally would get use out of is YouTube Premium. I know a lot of you don't care for that YouTube Premium, but that's something I use pretty heavily. All right, next story. We got Experian is setting up a buy now, pay later bureau. So it's a whole new sector, a whole new section of their company. The Buy Now, Pay Later Bureau will provide a platform for fintechs, buy now, pay later providers, and point of sale lenders to furnish payment data on all types of buy now, pay later products in a consumer-friendly manner to create a comprehensive view of consumer payments, including a number of outstanding buy now, pay later loans, total BNPL loan amounts, and payment status. To protect consumer credit scores from immediate negative impact, detailed information related to each BNPL transaction will be stored separately from Experian credit score bureau data. So it looks like this won't affect your overall credit score. This is kind of treated like, a home mortgage. This is not going to be looked at to calculate that 3-digit credit score. They're saying this is a net positive for consumers trying to set up a buy now, pay later account. So if you have, questionable fair or bad credit, then this could really help you out by having those accounts being tracked and those that payment history for if you're trying to set up a new account, they'll be able to look at your payment history with your buy now, pay later accounts and say, okay, they might not have a good enough score to qualify on their own, but we see that you're performing well in this other area. All right, next we have this. There's a new credit card. It's called the Save Wealth Premium Credit Card. It could earn you an average of 6.04% back on all purchases. And so instead of earning airline miles, hotel points, or direct cash back, the new Save Wealth Premium Card rewards you with stock. And so it's going to have a $750 annual fee. For every dollar you spend, they invest $2.17. You only earn the profit from the investment every year, and that's on a rolling basis. So each time you make a purchase, they will take $2.17 and they'll invest it either how you decide, or they can kind of robo invest for you. So you can choose, you can let them know, hey, invest for me, and they'll take a cut at that point. But you have to leave your investment in there for a whole year before you actually start earning that cash back. And so the rewards are not guaranteed. That's a big red flag. Annual fees are, and so I say annual fees are so dangerous because they eat into your small amount of earnings. And this is a huge annual fee. Even the Amex Platinum card has a $695. So it's actually $55 cheaper to go with an Amex Platinum card. If you juggle multiple no annual fee cashback cards, you can easily beat these earnings. And it's pretty easy, really. So I think this is a bad deal, but I love to see it. It's something interesting. I had to spend like 30 minutes trying to figure out what was going on here. All right, now we have the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau suggests credit card giants may not be playing fair. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is looking at whether the largest credit card issuers are engaged in unfair or anti-competitive practices, given that 8 companies control 70% of the market. The CFPB said in a blog post Wednesday that it is looking at ways to make it simpler for consumers to compare, switch, or refinance credit cards. That'd be nice. Consumers paid roughly 120 billion a year in interest and fees on credit cards from 2018 to 2020, or roughly $1,000 per household. So here's a quick fact you should know. About 55% of credit card holders are revolvers. Revolvers mean that they carry a balance from month to month. That's the technical term that credit card issuers and credit agencies use. This can be a dangerous game for most. And I say it's like juggling chainsaws. Really, it can be very rewarding. You know, I always say different from stocks and investing, you know, a lot of people like to go hands-on and do active investing, but those gains are not, they're not defined and they're not guaranteed. Here with credit cards, you already know what you're going to be earning. And as long as you treat them with respect and you always pay that statement balance every month, you're going to be earning money. And that's always going to take place. That's the beautiful thing about the credit card game. But you are taking a chance, and you have to be very vigilant, and you have to be disciplined to not go above your spending limit and just overspend. So we got next story. Consumers say cashback is king. I was a little surprised at this. This is kind of the breakdown of what people think about the features of a credit card. And I thought the rewards cards were going to kind of own this, but 83% of people have at least one card. So that's, you know, over 8 out of 10 people have a credit card. 51% carry a balance, they're revolvers. And this is what makes the credit card companies money, because just over half the people, just over half of America, basically, is paying them money. 26% of people have never switched cards. So usually people will sign up for a store card and they'll never kind of move from that. And it's kind of a tenuous relationship. They don't really go too deep into it. And they kind of get a card and just and leave it alone. So I'm surprised how low travel rewards are on the priority list for people. The interest rate shouldn't even be of concern. So you see right here, the interest rate, low interest rate is at 9%. Really, and this is why I never talk about interest rates, because it really shouldn't even matter. It should never come into play. You should never even have to pay interest, because you're paying that statement balance each month. And so a big issue for people is acceptance. And so I say acceptance is almost universal these days. You know, previously and years ago, Discover and Amex had a really big deficit of places and retailers that you could actually use those cards to pay. And so now it's pretty much even. If you go, you know, globally, it's a little different of a story, but here in the US, you can walk into a store and they will accept Discover, Amex, Visa, and Mastercard. All right, next, merchants call on US regulators to examine swipe fees. Coinbase customers, actually, no, this is a different story here. Let's delete that. All right, so this is about Coinbase. Coinbase customers will be able to use Mastercard, credit, and debit cards to make purchases on the crypto exchange's upcoming NFT marketplace. By teaming up with Mastercard, Coinbase executives said they're looking to reduce friction in the NFT buying process. Right now, that often requires customers opening up a crypto wallet, buying digital currencies, then spending those on NFTs in an online marketplace. So a lot of people don't know that credit card issuers make money on all sides. That's why it's such a good business model. Swipe fees or interchange fees cost businesses. So the credit card companies are making money from interest and fees and annual fees and extra features that they attach to a credit card. That's from consumer side. And they make about 3% per purchase on the retail side. And then, so no matter what side you're on, they're going to make money off of you. That's the beautiful thing about this business model to the credit card issuers. And then last story, Capital One adds new travel benefits to 3 of its credit cards. So Capital One is deepening the tie between its credit card products and travel. The issuer announced that it's adding both exclusive activities and discount for cardholders to use with Social Club Gravity Hoss. I believe that's how it's pronounced. The new 2-year partnership grants cardholders of the Capital One Venture X, Capital One Venture, and Capital One Venture One credit cards a $300 discount toward an annual Gravity membership, as well as exclusive access to outdoor adventure experiences. So I'm really pessimistic about credit cards like these, about credits like these. Usually they include a ton of restrictions that significantly reduce its perceived value. I've recently seen that skiing as a sport is less popular, especially with younger generation. Many resorts have been closing in recent years. So, this looks nice on paper. They get to advertise it, but again, you got to jump through hoops to actually extract the value from a credit like this. You really do. Let me get this white balance under control. I look like I'm in a sunset right now. How's everybody doing tonight? Does anybody have any questions? Just let me know in the chat if you have any questions. Let's do this here. Is anybody getting a new card? Is there a new card that you recently had? All right, Kenya Perez, how's it going? How you doing? Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. I went through everything pretty quick tonight. But thank you for chatting up with me. You never know what's gonna happen on stream. Everything is always changing, adjusting. All right. Lorena Barton. Yeah, your credit score I think is high enough. You're good. You got great credit right now. You're good to go. That's only for the prestige. For the you want that vanity credit score. You're already good enough. You can qualify for a good interest rate pretty much anywhere. Well, if anybody doesn't have any questions, thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And take a look at my latest video here. I posted about if you want to qualify for a Chase credit card. I have some good tips, information in there. And I'm actually working on a series of videos on how to qualify for major credit cards. Nino, what's up? You say, you tried to go into the branch on Saturday, Chase, to get one of their unlimited. Unfortunately, you have to try another day. Chase is giving $250 in branch bonus for a $500 spend in 3 months. Nice. Yeah, so sometimes there's you can get a higher bonus when you go through in branch or specific websites. I'm learning that more and more, that you can go to like Credit Karma, or you can go to the Points Guy, or you can go there's a few other places that might offer a better intro bonus. It's good that you know that. You know, Nino, actually, I've been learning also that you can expedite your approval process if you go in branch. Speak to a personal banker. And if you like apply for a Sapphire Reserve or Preferred, and then it gives you the we'll let you know in 2 weeks, or we'll let you know in 30 days, that after about 3 or 4 days you can go in branch and they can push that application through for you. Yep. You can skip the algorithm for sure. And I'm actually going through a few other tips. I think my main objective is to cover all the information around deciding what credit card is right for you, how to get approved for that credit card, and then how to achieve a credit limit increase. And I think those are the 3 things that most people really want. And so I'm making that the focus of my channel now. So expect to see videos exclusively on those 3 topics. All right, Ms. Barton, you say, I see you can make a good return with the bonuses if you're disciplined. Yeah, the credit card bonuses are just like the cherry on top. Credit card bonuses, they're not a long-term strategy, but it's a good addition to a card that you would have used. A lot of people chase those bonuses, but you really want a card that's going to work for you long-term. The bonus is just something great that's going to just add a good deal of value on the front end. And so a lot of cards, you can only get that bonus one time, but the chase cards, pretty much it's a one-time deal for a few years. Amex is once in a lifetime deal. So you don't want to rely on bonuses. And you also don't want to open up anything that you're not going to use. You don't want to manufacture spending. And I've seen a lot of people sign up for credit cards like the new Amex card, where they can't even justify spending as much as they need to get the intro bonus. Yeah. So I'm interested to see what's happening this week. Again, I live stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. We're going to be coming back strong next Sunday. All right, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Anybody new came in. If you have any questions, I didn't have any freebies this year. This week. All right. You're saying Credit Karma is telling me I have outstanding chance of getting the Citi custom cash, but that's not my focus right now, or spending money necessarily to meet the minimum spend. Okay. I mean, a lot of people love the Citi custom cash. I just got it, and I had the same deal. If you don't know, I had an outstanding chance, and you said, you know what, I might as well apply for that, and I got it instantly, and I got close to a $14,000 limit for the Citi custom cash. So I found that, at least in this one instance, so this is one data point, that's a reliable indicator. I've also noticed another reliable indicator, and I'll discuss this in a future video, is that if you get pre-approved, for example, if you want the Venture X card, which is going to be the topic of my next video, you can get pre-approved, which doesn't affect your credit score. And if you have in your offers page, when you go for pre-approval and it says Capital One Venture X, it says Capital One Venture, then that's a strong indicator that you could be approved for the Venture X card. So I'll be giving that and some more tips that I'm newly learning with the pre-approval process. Oh, that's right. My white balance was off. Look at that. Such a shame. Not that big, that. Yes, but Nino, I hope you get that that Freedom card, or you want the Flex card. I hope you get that, and they let you into the Chase trifecta. All right, well, listen, it was great hanging out with everybody. You have a good night. Have a good week. I'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m.